There are some things that women want their boyfriends to know, and we've got a list of some of the top things that you need to know before you continue interacting with your girlfriend, presumably. And so this is coming from Matthew Ortile. He did polling from a number of college campuses across the country. We don't actually have a list, but I assume it's somewhat representative. And he got the top 10 things that girls want their boyfriends to know. And I thought we'd just go through some of the more interesting ones. Is there anyone you want to start with?
Okay, well, my favorite is number 4, which I kind of don't want to read out loud. You can read that one out loud. Yeah, I do.
Can I read it in your voice?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I can't do her voice. I don't want you to send me a picture of your dick. I really enjoy your penis, don't get me wrong, and love seeing you naked, but I don't need that thing on my cell phone. I don't like getting dick pics, personally. I appreciate that you guys are so engaged in the show, but I don't need to see that. So you are not a fan?
I just like that comment. I think it's hilarious.
So we're not going to get real about this. Have you ever been sent a dick pic?
Come on. Seriously?
Seriously?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Well, see, she could have just said no. Now we have to speculate that perhaps she did. I didn't say in the last 24 hours. I mean, maybe youthful indiscretions or something. But yeah, look, we've talked about this actually with a student video a couple of months ago, which actually, come to think of it, I'm not sure we actually posted that one. But we talked about a girl talking about this. Don't send pictures of that. First of all, it's not attractive out of context. I personally don't think it's all that attractive in context, but they seem to like it. But also, like when they break up with you, or you break up with them.
Oh, that's still on their phone, yeah.
It's still on their phone.
Yeah.
You better
Which
hope
goes
that
for girls, too. Don't be sending pictures of yourself either.
Yeah, no vag pics. If you have like birthmarks or something that can be traced back to you, that can haunt you till the end of your days. So don't do that. Number 2, this is a slightly more serious one, but I think this is actually good advice. I wish you'd make the effort to befriend my friends. They're just as important to me as you are, and I want you to recognize that. Do you think that that's important for a relationship?
I do think that's true. It's good for girls and guys to both try to be friends with each other's friends. Because you never want that when you have a couple that just is like totally reclusive and they only hang out with each other because they can't get along with each other's friends or whatever. That's just annoying.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a good thing when everything is done with the couple, like when they go out with their friends, but you want there to be some overlap.
Right, yeah.
It shouldn't be two completely separate parts of your life. Now, the question I have for you in regard to this is, do you think that girls might worry that he's trying to get to know their friends better because he's interested in them or something like that?
No, I don't think so.
No,
you should trust your boyfriend, and if you don't, he shouldn't be your boyfriend.
Exactly.
So, and that's actually what I think about a lot of these. A lot of these are saying, you know, tell me I'm beautiful, tell me you love me. Obviously, yeah, girls want that. But if you're having to ask for it continuously, look, if a guy really likes you, he's going to do that. I mean, tell me if I'm right. If a guy really likes you, you're going to do that stuff without a girl having to nag you. So if you feel like you're having to constantly nag your boyfriend for this stuff, he's probably just not that into you, and you should find a new boyfriend.
What's a good example of that? What's one of the ones that you think is a good example?
Well, like I said, I wish you would tell me that I'm beautiful a little more often. I wish this relationship just felt as new for you as it does for me. You know.
Yeah, I think that the thing is, I think people do that sort of thing early on in the relationship, but they tend to get complacent and lazy, and they forget about it. Like,
but that goes both ways too. I think girls can get complacent and lazy too.
Yeah, I mean, we're focusing this towards the guys because our audience is more male. But I think that it does go both ways, and I think that if the girl does things like that, is complimentary, and I think that might lead the guy to do it a little bit more often.
That's true.
Yeah,
probably.
So number 5, actually, I'll say this is actually number 10 on their list. I want to know every single detail about your sexual history. Yes, I will pry and get pissy about some details. Yes, I'll get over it. I completely don't agree with that.
Yeah, you won't get over it. What are you talking about? Come on, you're not going to get over it.
Why would you want to know the details?
No, you don't want to know the details. You're not in control of what happened in his past, and he's not in control of what happened in your past. If he's such a weirdo that you're just like, I don't even want to go there, don't go there. But if you feel like he's a good guy, don't delve into that because it's just going to make you feel insecure. Yeah. And you're just, I mean, you don't want like those mental pictures, those thoughts coming in your head, like that insecurity coming up.
You'd have to have a ridiculously like liberal view of sex to not be jealous of hearing the details. Especially when like there are things that, you know, you'll try once or twice or something like that and then not want to do. If your current boyfriend finds out, oh yeah, I used to do that back in the day, but I'm not doing that with you, that's a great way to lead into an awesome weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do that. Let's do you have one more you want to talk about?
I'm dying to ask you if you like me as much as I like you. Come on.
Oh, does that sound kind of high school?
Yeah, it does. Like,
do you love
circle
me?
Yes or no.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I sent her a note like that earlier today.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten it back. No. She hasn't sent it back.